So, leadership language number 2, bit market. Now, this principle comes with a bit of a story. Anecdotally, there was a man who built up a drill bit company and created quite the industry for himself, quite the wealth. And his son was his scion, the one that took over in the role of CEO when his father had retired. In the introductory meeting with all the C-suite people of this drill bit business, the CFO is making a presentation, and he's doing a great job. He's knocking it out of the park. He's talking about global demand for drill bits, and he's talking about all the different players in the market and sharing about their market share, etc., and so on. And the young CEO interrupts the CFO by just raising his hand and says, uh, 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 excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. You're doing a great job. Great report. Great details. Great stats. There's only one problem, and the CFO is thinking he might have had a computational mistake, or there was some detail that he had misaligned, or some chart that was off, and so he asked him, "What? What's wrong? What's the problem? What did I overlook? What did I not see?" And he goes, "Well, the only problem is that there is no bit market." And everybody on the C-suite got suddenly concerned that their new CEO was so obtuse that he didn't realize that that's what they made. We make drill bits. There is a bit market. There are people out there buying drill bits. And his response to them was telling, he said, nobody wants a drill bit. No one. And they were all very confused then because they sell millions of these drill bits, which is a remarkable feat if nobody wants them. And he said, nobody wants drill bits. They want holes of certain diameters and certain depths and certain materials. They don't want a drill bit. They want a hole. And as soon as some other company can make a way that they can more efficiently, more expertly get a hole of certain sizes and of diameters and depth and the materials they want, we're out of business. He said the market isn't for bits. The market is for holes. And so the principle that comes along with bit market as the mental hook is this. You need to know two things. You need to know what business you're in and how's business. And so in the church world, obviously, we're in the business of making disciples. And so if you don't know what business you're in, then you've got a problem. And so in many ways, you need to know what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and you need to have good metrics to be able to measure that by. You need to have good data. Without good data, you can't make good decisions. And so there's a sense in which you could be misaligned by thinking your whole purpose is in drill bit manufacturing. But the reality is you're in the business of providing the consumer with holes. Well, likewise, the church sometimes gets confused into thinking they're into the market of filling pews and filling coffers. But the market for the church is not the 8 billion people in the world. We have a market of one. Almighty God has told us, make disciples. And so you need to know how you go about making disciples. How do you go about making people to be like Christ? Yes, we cannot make believers. Christ makes believers. They are born again of the Spirit. But our job is to make disciples. That's the purpose that's been given to us. That's the Great Commission. And so in the church world, never confuse people being happy with you doing your job. And that, my friends, is bit market. Know what business you're in and be able to know how business is going.